Good morning, everyone. In today's morning market mindset on the S&P 500, you can see right here we have pretty much set up an expanding range. Now, the real interesting part about this is that actually it's on top of a prior range as well. So it seems as though, again, we have an expanding range, or perhaps even like a big move that's just retested the high. But nonetheless, we are expecting this move to kind of finish its directional path out. If we kind of go zoom in just a bit, we should be expecting some sort of pullback here that we've already gotten, and then a continuation ultimately going back down to the prior low. Now we could get another setup before we end up rotating fully to the downside, so just be aware that it could be something similar to this. All right. Now ultimately when we get down to those lows, we should be expecting at the very least a momentary bounce. So ideally we would get some sort of twin variation entry in which we could then rotate fully all the way back up to the upside. This is a bullish range overall, and this wouldn't be necessarily unexpected. Okay. Now, other than this scenario, what we could end up getting, as I kind of finish this out, is a potential gore pattern, okay? Now, a gore pattern would illustrate that this more than likely will bounce to the downside one more time before moving up, but nonetheless, it would give us an opportunity to get in, okay? Now, in this situation, you would look for a gore pattern like so, and then again, we could rise all the way back up to the prior high, and then find ourselves collapsing, okay? Now, if we do end up collapsing, it should be just as simple as looking for another buying opportunity to go back up to some of these prior highs, okay? So this is kind of a secondary scenario I think you need to be aware of for tomorrow's session. And again, it just gives a little bit more rigmarole because you will have an opportunity to make some money on both times, okay? So that's pretty much how I'm looking at the market for today. If we go directly higher from here, that would be a little bit weird. And I would kind of have to sit back and see what happens. Maybe we push back up to this prior high and then kind of nest out and come back down to some degree. But we will have to tackle that a bit differently, okay? Now, with that being said, if you want to see how to tackle that live and in action, just in case we do get that scenario, then be sure to join me today on the free YouTube live stream where you can see me trade this exact same setup on this exact same chart live and in action at 9:30 a.m., okay? So again, everyone, thanks for watching. See you on the next candle.